sign in. So basically like a confirmation email. Just click on the confirmation email and you have to set up your username password. So once if you done the username password, the next time simply you can use login.salesforce.com. Here you have to enter the username. What username you enter it, and then password. Then login. Okay. So once if you log in, it will take you to the Salesforce page. So basically this is the Salesforce. So this is again, we call it as a back office, Salesforce back office. So the end users, like who is going to use these systems, the end user can see this page basically. This is the front end. I already built one app called HR management. So this is the HR management. This is the one applications. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a quickly applications, the vehicle management system applications. So to create an app, so click on the setup. So app manager. These are all the existing app. There are so many apps, including like HR management. Now I'm going to create a new app. So at the time, use the new Lightning app. New connected app means this is basically for integrations. If you are trying to integrate with the third-party systems, at the time you can use the new connected app. But in order to create a Salesforce Lightning app, use the new Lightning app. Just click on the new Lightning app and enter the, yeah.
I have a question, Sampath. If there is another application within the same company's network, right?
Yeah.
So then also can you go for the new connected one?
No. So new connected one is basically, it's a integration purpose. We will use it. If you want to connect the third party systems. So let's say you want to connect the SAP, or if you want to connect your maybe your different local applications, or maybe like the application is running on the AWS or Heroku or some other server. Assume the application is running on the different server. Now you want to connect that applications and get some information from that applications. So in that case, you can create a connected app. So basically the connected app will help you to establish the connection between this Salesforce to other applications. That is the meaning of connected app. New Lightning app means, new Lightning app means the app which will appear over here. In the app launches, you can see these are all the applications. So whenever if you create a new Lightning app, you can see that app over here. So this is within the Salesforce, you are going to use the app. Okay. Now, for example, we took like a vehicle management, right?
Yeah.
So vehicle management system. What I will do, I am going to just download some image. I need a logo. So I will take like a logo from here. I think this first logo itself good. Vehicle management system logo. I will type for that. Let's take this. Save images. VMS. Okay, so I saved this image. Now let's create applications based on your Excel sheet. Okay, so create a new app. This is the vehicle management system. And the descriptions. To manage the vehicle issues, or to manage the vehicle info, or vehicle
Vehicle
details. Yeah, whatever it is. So it's just sample. Then upload the image. So quickly I'm uploading the image. Okay. And then org theme. Do you like to use the org theme as the image color? Yes, let's go for it. And this is the color, like a primary color. So let it be, no changes on that. So this is basically creating an application steps. The step one, we are entering app detail and branding. That is a step one. And step two, we are entering the application app options. So what kind of navigation you are looking for? This is the horizontal navigation basically. Vertical navigations, it will be like this. No, not this. So if I go for a console basically. See here, this is the vertical navigations. So how do you want the menu? You want horizontal or you want a vertical? So that's why you have to decide over here. Standard navigations or console navigations. Just I will go ahead with the standard navigations. And then the support form factors, whether desktop or phone or desktop or phone. So I need a both. And whenever if we click on the gear icon, this gear icon, where it will redirect. So basically it will redirect into setup page, full setups. And these are all the options. Let's go ahead with the like a default. Don't select that. Let it be. And would you like to add any utility bars? In the corner, it will appear actually. So in the utility bar, it will appear like this. See, at the moment there is a history. So this is organizer is my own organizer plugin, but there is a bar. So utility bar. So it will appear over here. Whatever the options. Basically, for an employee, internal employee, if they want to access the quick items, or maybe like a list of stock or list of inventories. So you can add like a quick utility bar. They can simply quickly click on that and they can access the items. If you don't want, just leave blank. And what are the menu? Menu in the sense, this tabs. So what are the tabs you want to add? So if I go for a HR management, so what are the tabs you want to add? Okay. So at the moment, I need just a home tab. A report tab, dashboard tab. And to whom you are giving access to, which profile you are giving access to. So basically, administrator at the moment. Only admin will have access to these applications, not other users. Yeah. So if because of the developer org, we have a lot of application, a lot of profiles. But if you purchase the Salesforce org, you will have only these two, no other profiles. You have to create it if you want. Then finish. Okay. So now I created applications. Now where you will access that applications. So quickly you can go for here.
bend.
See here. Again, this can be dragged over here. Like I want here, I want here, wherever you need, just you can drag it. So now we created a vehicle management applications and we have here home tab, report tab, dashboard tab at the moment. Okay. What is our next step? We need to build the
Custom objects.
Yes. So basically we have to create a customer table. So we need to create a customer table to store the customer information. So how many customers we are dealing with it. So if there are new customer comments, how do we capture that new customers, right? So that is the next requirement, right?
Yeah.
So for that, the configuration workbook is very much helpful. So you need to prepare the configuration workbook in order to go further. So basically customer, okay. On the customer table, what are the information we need to capture it. So again, this is general company process. If you join a company, they will provide the configuration workbook. They will create like a tickets. So basically, once the project is awarded to your consulting company, they will start creating like a Jira So which is like a project management tool. We call it as a Jira board. So within that board, they will go and create a epic. Epic means module by module. Maybe phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, you are delivering it. So module by module, or again, depends on the company, they have a different procedures. And then they will create a tickets. So, or I will say user story. Yeah. So Jira is the board, like which is the project management tool. Epic is the one of the module, and within that Epic, there will be one user story. So this is the user story assigned to the admin or developer to complete this task. So user story means the first user story I will say like a VMS, Vehicle Management System 001 will be create applications based on the configuration workbook. Create an application based on the config workbook. Same way another ticket. So there is another one more user story which is 002. What they will give you? Create a customer object. Create a customer object. Based on the shared Excel sheet with all the fields. Yeah, so like that, generally like the PM project manager like, will create like all the user story, and they will load all the user story into Jira board, and each user story will be assigned to a administrator or developer like who is going to develop the ticket. So that is the general procedure. So during the time as an administrator, you will get into this Excel sheet. Then now you ought to create a customer with all these fields. At the time, like if you go and ask, okay, where I go and create a customer in table means, they will say like, you don't know Salesforce, please get away with it. So that's why like you have to learn like all the steps, like based on this Excel sheet, you have to go and create your objects. So if you are keep on asking the questions, they will think like you don't know like anything within the Salesforce. That's why like you are keep on asking. If there are any real questions which need to be clarified, yes, we have a stand up every day. Generally, like most of the company, they will do the sprint model. So each sprint, either two sprint, like a 2 weeks or 4 weeks, up to company definitions. Yeah. So every day there will be a stand up. During the stand up, you can clarify all your doubts, but not the basic doubts like how to create an objects. So how to create a fields, like all these, like these are all basics. So you cannot ask these questions. Okay.
I have a question here, Sampath,
Yeah.
a quick one. So if I'm building a particular application like the VMS, right? The
Yeah.
employee object is already there in another Salesforce application or another Salesforce app. Okay.
Yeah.
So is there a chance that this particular app that we are building can refer to the employee object from the different Salesforce app?
So yeah, again, you cannot, first of all, the system, it won't allow you to create a 2 employee object.
Okay.
So either you have to have a different API name, or you have to utilize the same objects. So again, what information you are trying to capture it? So same employee information, right? There also.
So what I'm trying is I don't want to capture employee in the VMS. So I'm under the impression or the knowledge that the employee object is already created in another Salesforce app within the organization.
Yeah,
So
then
I
you can
just
go and
wanted
use
to
it.
use that.
Yeah, you can go and use it, not an issue.
Okay.
So let's say like if I already created a customer object for my HR management.
Okay.
Now, if I want to use the customer table here also means simply I can go and utilize that. So let me show you that. See here. Add more items, all items.
Mm-hmm.
See here.
Okay.
Now the table. In the table already we got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So to create a new customers, these are all the fields already I defined it. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, this is not a customer table. I renamed account table into a customers. So I will just remove this. I don't want this at the moment. Save.
Okay.
Okay. And also what I will do, I will go and reset the name so that like we won't get confused. So
Sampath,
yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
So we have added 3 new tabs, right? How can we remove that for the report and dashboard? I don't want these two.
Okay. So then you have to go back to the application where you created the app managers. Go to the vehicle management, edit. So on the navigation items, you will see app detail, app options, utility, navigation item, user profile. So go to the navigation items, you can remove it.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is for as an administrator. If the end user, they want to customize the menu, maybe like they want to reorder or something, they can use this pencil icon.
Okay.
So this is end users.
Question, Sampath. So for the end user, the privileges should be given, right? In order
Yes, yeah, in order to customize the menu, you have to give a privileges. That privilege is given to that privilege is controlled on their profile.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we'll go for it one by one. We are in the just a basic stage so far, so still we yet to enter to the profile users. Still we didn't create any user. Just we are in just application creation. This is a step 2, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so the next step is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a object called customer. Okay. Now I want to capture the customer information for my vehicle maintenance. Let's say like one new customer come in with some issue with the vehicle, or maybe they want to do like some kind of changing the tires or something like that. Like there will be an issue in the vehicle and they approach my company. Now I want to, first of all, like I will go and check whether customer is there in my existing system or not. If it's not, I have to create a new, right? So to capture the customer informations, we have to create a customer table, basically customer objects. So how do we create that? So to do that, so this is the front end. Yeah, this is the front end page. Now you need to go to the back end. I will guide you like how to customize all this page and everything later stage. Okay. So now just click on the back, click setup. On the object manager, create a new objects. You can create an object from Excel sheet or you can create an object directly. So the best approach is like go ahead with the create object, because if you are creating an Excel sheet, you need to prepare the Excel sheet. Like, yeah, it's other step. Like these options Salesforce come up with recently, but this is the options like by default available. Just click on the create objects. Here you are going to define the objects. And before that, you can check is there any customer object already available or not. So there is no customer objects. So these are all the list of objects provided by Salesforce. You will see these are all the standard objects. And this is the custom object which we created. This is just for an example I created earlier. So this is the custom object created by us, and you can see _C, which means it's a custom objects. Now create a custom objects, which is called customer. Customers. Then by default, what you want. So the record name, basically this is the reference key. In this particular table, this field is the reference key. So whenever if you link this table to another table, this field will go as a reference field. Okay. So how do you want, like a customer name, or you want just a customer ID? Again, this reference name field, like a record name and label format field, will support only 2 data types: text, auto number. Auto number means you have to enter the format. How do you want? Text means yes, the maximum length for this particular character is 80 character. It will allow maximum 80 character, not more than that. So that is the one exam question, I think. So, and then whether this object you are allowing to create a reports, yes. Allow activity. Activity means phone calls, meetings. Do you want to capture the activities? Yes. Track field history. Yeah. And allow chatter in groups, chatter groups. We will go through it like all one by one in detail, but I would recommend to select all. And this is always deployed mode. In development means we cannot move this object from one org to another org while deploying it. So better always go for deployed mode. Search status, do you want to allow user to search the customers? Yes. You want to add attachments, notes and attachments? Yes. And new tab. Tab means if you check the checkbox, the system will create a tab automatically over here. I will show you that. Check the checkbox and save. Now the system asked me to create a tab first. So now I am creating a tab for customers. So without tab, you cannot access a table. So to access a table, you need to have a tab. So I will show you that. And this particular tab visible to which applications? On vehicle management system, select it, save. Okay, so once if you save it, now this is the object. We are in the customer objects. And you will see this is the default field. The customer name is the default field. These are all the system generated fields. So created by ID, last modified by ID, owner ID, it's a system generated fields. Okay, the meeting will be end in a minute. So once it's disconnected, use the same link to rejoin it. Yeah, use the same link. Just click on that and you will be in again with the same link.
Sampath, I got a question. When we are creating these objects,
Yeah.
so why are we saying it as it belongs to a text or to a number? But we are saying that object is a collection of records, which is going to have a lot of fields. Basically, like we can see these 4 or 5 field labels, right? Some of them will be with date, some of them will be with number.
Agreed.
But customer object, we are saying it as text. Why?
So no, that is not an object. Basically, it's a one of the field in that object.
For the name.
Yeah, so I will go and change it, like it could be a customer name. Basically, is typed like a customer. Basically, it's a one of the field in that object. That field support for only either text or auto number. Only these two data type, not more than that.
Okay.
Because this field go as a reference key to other table. Because of that, this field will support only two data type, either text or auto number. If it's a text, maximum 80 character.